Welcome to the podcast. Title Talk with Corey. Now streaming. Stand by.
In T-minus 60 seconds.
All right, it's go time. Today's Monday, November 27th. Thank you for jumping on. If you check out the podcast later, thank you for joining me. We're going to talk about premium feature. There's a lot of agents and realtors and brokers talking about divorces. So I'm going to show you how you can get that right in there. Put that power of that technology right in the palm of your hands. And stand by. We'll be ready in a minute.
Sooner or later, they'll see why I see why I got the realest flow. Son of the dark, but I still got the endless flow. And it's ironic to me how a chronic MC can drop me before it's from the chronic CD. You see, it all started in the CPT.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Gotta get fired up. I hope you guys had a great holiday, long holiday weekend. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. I know it's crazy out there right now. Everybody's going nuts shopping for Christmas, and so it's kind of hard sometimes to stay focused on this home stretch run here that we have in the fourth quarter here. And we've got to stay focused. Because it's easy to including myself, holidays come and we start drifting off to holiday mode, and that's all great, man. There's nothing that I love more than to spend time with my family and during the holidays. But we gotta continue. The show must go on, and we've got to continue prospecting, and no better time than right now, right before the new year. Get started running some new farms. A few weeks back, I think it was my episode 13, I had Eric Sachs, president, co-founder of Breakthrough Broker on. If you didn't get a chance to check out that episode, that podcast, check that out, episode 13, with, I believe it was 13. I can't even remember. I'm not sure. Just go back and check. Eric Sachs with Breakthrough Broker was my guest. And he was down in Costa Rica, by the way. He lives, half the year out there. And he was talking about, hey, Corey, what is the top 80, the top 20% of your real estate clientele base? What are they doing? The most successful agents that you're working with. And I can tell you hands down right now that they are farming. They are doing a lot of data mining. And you guys have some great tools, especially with us here at Pacific Coast Title Company. You got Pacific Coast Title, PCT Instant Profile, which is our awesome mobile application. You have Title Toolbox. You got Title Pro 247, and also Pacific Coast Agent 1. We got some great tools. We have some great training. And so today is going to be a little bit of education today. No guests. I do have some great guests, by the way. I had some awesome guests last week. I had Roger Ruiz, professional boxing manager, but he's also the owner and founder of Legends Media, and then they have some other subsidiary companies, and they're diving into some great stuff with AI, artificial intelligence, and the real estate business, believe it or not. So stay tuned for that, because we're going to have him on, in the coming weeks again, and discussing what's going on with that. So don't forget to reach out again, 626-392-7993. If you guys need some tutorials on how to use some of these tools that I mentioned, if you guys need some new farm territories that you're setting, new boundaries for the new year, reach out to me. We can meet in person, over the phone, over Zoom, however you guys want to do it. I can do a class. We have some great classes, menus of different types of classes that we can help you, all touching on title, but some also sharing some great stuff out there, some great wisdom from the best in the business. So stay tuned for all of that. Well, today I want to talk about, there's a lot of brokers and agents talking about need to sell, right? Prospects. In particularly divorces. I'm seeing a lot of ads pop up on Instagram and Facebook on targeting divorces. And so what you guys should know, and I want you guys to really understand that you guys have a lot of that stuff already in your own cell phone. A lot of you guys have access to Title Toolbox and Title Pro 247. And there's some great features in there. I don't think, I think the problem is a lot of, you don't get that training. You don't know that you have that in the palm of your hands. And so I want to show you, I'm going to walk you through today. And we'll go back. We're going to use Title Toolbox today. And so I'm going to share with you my screen, and it's okay if you're just listening to this in your car later, on the podcast. I'm going to walk through some of the features on Title Toolbox, and this is just going to be specifically for actually divorces. Okay, now this is a premium feature that you would pay for. It's not something that I can give you. I got to stay in compliant, with the legislation. So we have to. I can't give that to you, but you have access to that through the Title Toolbox. And, they have a great, mobile interface as well. So you really do have the power of this in the palm of your hands, and you have access to this, anytime you want this. And, if you want some training on it, don't forget to reach out again. I told you, 626-392-7993 is my direct line. And you can reach me by email, open@CoreyTitleRep.com. So we're going to go ahead and share with you the Title Toolbox interface. Now, this is a map-oriented program. If you're not familiar with this is a very, very powerful tool. I'm going to be using this all day today. I have some farms I got to work on. Shout out to my boys over in Connect Realty. They do a lot of farming. We talked about the top 20%, right? This is one of those. They're constantly farming. They're targeting new stuff, and they're being very creative. So that's what they're doing. You want to know what the top 20% is doing is they're pounding pavement, and they are grinding. So in the Title Toolbox, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on farming, and you can see here, this is a map, the farming tab. We're going to do a we're going to do a boundary search. Okay. And so what I'll do is we'll type in an address. Let's see. So this is a property in Glendora, by the way. And what we want to search for is we're gonna run, and I'm not gonna give this to you. I can't pull this, but I just want to show you how easy this is. So we're gonna do this property. I'm typing it in now, and this is a live program, so it will populate in real time. So I'll go ahead and expand this map out. We got this one property that we're identifying here in Glendora. Okay, and so we'll zoom out on the map here, and so what I'm going to do is create a boundary. So we'll go to the boundary tab, click continue, and we'll start down here. We're going to drop pins in a boundary. And you can see in the shaded area here, we have our map already. And so we'll go ahead and click on get count. Okay. So this is going to give me all the records within that boundary that we just pulled up. So there's 1,397 properties. And I don't know what kind of results we're going to get here. This is just, spontaneous. So we have 1,397 properties in this boundary that I selected. This is through the Title Toolbox in the farming features. Okay. We go to the area search, and we have 1,397 records. So I'm going to go ahead and download those right here. And you'll see this list here of all these properties. Okay. What's great about this program, Title Toolbox, is every record that you have here, you have a drop-down menu to the left here. They got these little gear symbols here. And every single property record has a drop-down in your list. Okay. And so if you wanted to do, say, a property profile on any one of these properties, you could just simply click on profile with comps, right? Um, we're not going to run that just yet. What I want to see here off of this boundary map, okay, out of the 1,397 records that we have, we're going to go to the farming tab again, back into the area search, and we're going to take a look under custom filters. I'm sorry, we're going into Premier Data. So Premier Data is where this is where all the lead generation is, okay? Through here. This is not something that I can give you, but you have access to this, okay? You can actually pull this up. There is a these records have a price that you have to pay for to get these. But like I said, this is all considered lead data, and you can pull this directly through the title toolbox under the premium features. So we have our boundary selected in Glendora, 1,397 records. And so if you look here, you'll see the available filters on these special leads that you have. You've got access to bankruptcy records, different liens that were filed, notice of default, notice of trustee. So there's a lot of stuff here that you can pull from. And what I'm going to do here is, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and select. Well, I'll just select one of these for now. We'll do, again, these are just notice of defaults. Okay, we're not actually pulling these records. We're just going to see the count. Again, these are records that you would have to pay for. So we're going to go back the last 3 months. So we'll see how many records there. Okay, so on this boundary list out of 1,397 records, we have 2 properties that were in default. And so that just gives you an idea of, what's going on in this area here. I'm going to go back now. We're going to go back to our map. Found the farming area search, okay? And I think what we want to do is when you're dealing with like life events, and that's like what everybody's talking about right now. Life events being, affidavits of death. Was there an owner that passed away? Divorce that was filed. These are all things that in real estate that, hey, they're life events, not to sound, like you're being insensitive, but people need help, so usually when there's these type of life events, and that's what everybody's talking about right now, targeting these things. So what I really want to target is the divorces. On that small list, there was no divorces there, so we're gonna expand that, because if you're doing a small area, likely with 1,300 houses, properties, you're probably not going to get back very many life events. So what I recommend you do when you're using the title toolbox for life events is you target a boundary, not a boundary, but you'll target the whole city, a zip code, right? So let's go ahead and go. We're going to go back into area filters, and we'll do in the general settings of the area search. We're going to go ahead and click on a city. We'll select a city. We'll select the county first. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and clear this. We're going to go ahead and clear our search. We're going to clear fields and then go back into general. We'll do LA County. Let's clear that. We're clearing a few things. Okay. Oh, I see what I get. Okay, so what I have going on here is on my boundary map, we need to clear that. So for some reason, it hasn't cleared it. Okay. Okay. So we're going to go back to farming, area search. We're doing LA County, and we'll do the whole city. of Glendora. Okay. And so we're going to go ahead and click on from there. So we're going to target we want to know how many divorces were filed, and we'll do that within the last 90 days in the city of Glendora, and we'll see what kind of results we get. So we'll go back to Premier Data. We've selected LA County, city of Glendora, and in here we're going to go ahead and look for divorces. So on the drop down menu in Premier Leads, right, we're going to select divorce. Okay. And then we want to know how many divorces, if any, were filed within the last, we'll say the last 3 months. So there's a date of filing. You just click last X 3 months. So we'll put under value, we'll put 3. Okay. So the filters for this now on, we're not doing a boundary, we're doing the city. So we went into area search under general, and then we selected the county of Los Angeles, the city of Glendora. And we're looking for divorces filed within the last 90 days, single family residence or condo. We're going to get a count on this and see what we got here. Okay. So lo and behold, out of the whole city of Glendora within the last 90 days, there was only 1 divorce. Okay. So, when you're working with, life events, divorces and things like that, we can, the thing is when you're using Title Toolbox is to select multiple cities. So maybe select even counties, you can select the whole county of Los Angeles, find out how many divorces were filed. Now I know a lot of people are doing that. It's kind of like the thing right now. You've got a lot of, like I said, a lot of ads going out, these lead generation companies. I feel like it's important to let you know that you guys have access to this stuff right on the Title Toolbox, Title Pro 247. There's all kinds of really great lead generation features that we can't give you from the title company, but you still have access to that through the premium side of Title Toolbox. So this is just the city of Glendora. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to close that. On the filter, I'm going to check out, let's do the city of West Covina. So I'll go back to general, and we have LA County, and I'm going to use that drop down menu there, and we'll just type in West Covina. It's kind of a big area. So we'll go ahead and do that. And the thing that you can do here through the area searches, you can do multiple cities as well. So let's just go ahead and add a few different cities. So I'm going to kind of do the Pasadena, area. So we'll do Alhambra, and then we'll click on Pasadena, Altadena. And let's just see what kind of results. We'll do 3 cities here. So on the area search, I've gone into general, and I selected LA County. I got Alhambra, Altadena, and I'm now adding Pasadena. Let's see here. So I got Pasadena. So let's see that. We're going to check that out. Okay, so in the area search, Title Toolbox, general tab, we're selecting LA County, and then we've selected 3 cities kind of in the same general area: Alhambra, Altadena, Pasadena. I know Alhambra is not quite in the area, but it's pretty close. So we're going to go ahead and get the count on how many in the premium features we're still looking for divorces in these 3 cities. So survey says 19. So there's 19 properties in Alhambra, Altadena, Pasadena that have divorces filed within the last 90 days. So you can see the power in this. I mean, this stuff is really good. Again, there's a lot of people out there searching, but not everybody, like I've said before, you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make the horse drink, so a lot of people are hearing this stuff, and but they don't really know how to go after it, or maybe they just don't have the skill set to go after it. So, I encourage you to use these tools, use the Title Toolbox. I'm going to go through a couple of other scenarios here. in the area search. But you want to use the title toolbox for this. And this is just a great program for targeting those type of things. By the way, the mothership company to title toolbox is Benutech. And so I'm trying to get them on here. I've got the green light. They said they'll come on to do the podcast with me in the coming months. So we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted with that. My good friend Paul Castaneda will be joining me with Benutech on. He's a great rep of ours. So we're excited to get them on. I just got to get that date scheduled. I got a lot of other guests coming on as well. And not everything, if you followed the podcast, some of the topics are not directly real estate related. But the way I look at it is like everybody has to have a place to live. So in many ways, whether you're leasing, you're buying, or someone has to live, you have to live somewhere, and that often will include title. So, we're going to be talking about a lot of different things on this podcast. I work with a lot of real estate agents across Southern California, even Northern California. So stay tuned. We're going to have a lot of different fun guests on, and we're going to keep continuing to educate and providing you with knowledge, and especially with some of the stuff that we have here. So in this, like I said, we had 19 records that came back for divorces, and so that is in the cities of Alhambra, Altadena, and Pasadena. If you were to buy this data through Title Toolbox, again, this is not something we're providing, but something that you are using. It's a tool that you're using to target this stuff. It would be 19 records. That would be $9.50 if you were to buy that. Okay, that doesn't come to us. That goes directly to the software company to that provides that data. But it's very, very, very it's very easy to use. And I can help you get set up with this. I'm setting up appointments. We're not stopping right now. Even though we got the holidays upon us, we're gonna keep on trucking. So you gotta reach out to me and we'll get you set up. We'll do some training. I'll show you how to use all this stuff, how to target these life events through here, and we'll see if we can start get you going, ramp up some new listings for the new year, right? In those premium features, by the way, you have a lot of access to this stuff. So if you wanted to include like even phone numbers and email addresses, that's all available through there. With that, so you would just add that under where it says phone and email. Now this is all again in the premier features. This is what you pay for, right? So you have the 19 properties. If you wanted to add those, you can click both phone number and email addresses. And so what it's going to do now, it's going to add that other layer or that other filter, right? So on those 19 properties, I think I said it was like $9 and something cents. If you were to get the email addresses and the phone numbers for those, the total charge to you would be $11.78. Just to give you an idea what that costs. Now, those would be those are really premium. So you're looking for, divorces, so chances are something's going to happen, right? They're going to probably list and sell, and it may not be right away, right? Could be several months down the line. Could be 6 months, could be a year, but hey, it's your job to stay on top of it and to be proactive and get out there and find out what's going on in your neighborhoods, in your territories, in your farm territories. And so I'm right here as your partner, as your title partner, to help you with this stuff, get you guys set up with these tools, train you, show you how to use them. Yeah. So again, Title Toolbox here. This is Pacific Coast Title Toolbox. Okay, PCT. We have the Title Pro 247 application, which is a whole different system, but it's also very useful. And then we got the Pacific Coast Agent 1 and the mobile app, PCT Instant Profile. If you haven't been set up with those, don't forget to reach out to me. I am happy to go over that with you and get you set up with all that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and get out of here. All right. So that was Title Toolbox, and we were farming for divorces. There's there's a lot of features in there. Divorces, you can, I don't know if you go after probate cases. There's so many different things, life event that you can target through the Title Toolbox. It's a very, very valuable tool. And I am excited to share that with you guys. So don't forget to reach out again. 626-392-7993, open at CoreyTitleRep.com is my email. And I'm happy to sit down with you and give you a very good one-on-one tutorial of all this stuff. If you have if you're a broker, you're an office manager, and you want me to come down and we can do this in a class setting. And like I said, we have several different topics, work with all kinds of great people. I don't do everything, I specialize in this farming stuff, in farming, and I do a lot of stuff. I work hand in hand with my customer service department, my farming departments. And so I don't do everything, but if there's something that, a special topic that you like to talk about, you want your staff to understand how to read a prelim or some of the red flags in closing, knowledge is everything, right? So, I'm happy to get somebody out there if you want to, invite some people into the office or invite your agents to come into the office. Cause a lot of agents are working from home. We do a lot of classes. So, feel free to reach out to me and we'll schedule that. That's going to be it for today. Today is more of like, get back on the topic title. We had boxing manager Roger Ruiz last week, and we're but everything, his was really good. Go check that out because there's some really good AI stuff that's coming for you real estate agents out there. And you want to stay relevant, especially on social media right now. You have an amazing platform with social media. That's what I'm doing here. That's what I'm trying to do. Weekly check-in with my agents every week, and see what you guys need, provide you guys with the tools to stay sharp out there and just prospect and hey, go out there and go get it. So you guys have a great week. Again, happy Thanksgiving, and try to stay focused. That's all I can say. We gotta stay focused. Prospecting is key. We gotta, pound pavement, whatever we gotta do right now. There's a lot of sales going on. There's a lot of life events. That doesn't stop during these. It doesn't stop. Interest rates are high, but that does not stop life events, right? And so a lot of this stuff is right here in Title Toolbox. You have it in the palm of your hands. And if you guys want to go over it, you guys want to learn it, you guys know who to call, right? 626-392-7993, Corey Title Rep, open at CoreyTitleRep.com. Check out the website for my upcoming podcast. I got some great people coming on. www.CoreyTitleRep.com. You guys have a great week.